Hello everyone, how you doing? Welcome to Monday Madness, as usual, and we've got the new route tonight, which comes out tomorrow, early access tonight, Liberec to Stara Paka, so we're going to have a look at that. Hopefully you saw the earlier video that I did today on this, the first look. I did a little bit in each of the two new trains that we get as part of this. Tonight we're going to run the full length of the route in the 843. Then we're going to run back the other way. We're going to do about half in the 750, doing a bit of freight. So you'll get another look at it. But hopefully you're all quite excited about this. We got the roadmap today as well. I did put out another video with my personal highlights from the roadmap, things that stood out to me, although it's a massive roadmap. I would suggest, I know the stream at DTG is running in conjunction with this one. It's running in the background from about 7, I think. I'm going to watch it tomorrow. But I would suggest catching up at some point and seeing what everything in there, because there's all sorts of stuff. There's all sorts of US stuff and German stuff that I didn't cover in the video, so go and have a look. Full screen face, he says. Yeah, you've missed the beginning every week then, haven't you? Because I've been doing this for a couple of weeks. You must have been slovenly and arriving on time. So, yeah. That's what we're going to do tonight anyway. How is everyone? I can see Wes, Snowco, Turan is in, Elliot, Jason is there, David Drives, G Dave, who else have we got? We got Jamie is there, Chris, 2 Chris's, Pete Edmonds of course, and yeah, why don't we just get into it? Thanks everybody for coming in, appreciate it as always. Let me change the scene to live with webcam. There we go. There is the 843. This is what we're going to do first. I want to make sure that the sound is on. I'll adjust the sound as we go because these can be quite noisy, as you probably saw this morning. Yeah, Princey, how you doing? Good evening. Yeah. All right, let's do it. I'll come out of the photo mode, and if I can remember how to get this set up since I last drove it, I will. So first of all, right, let's have the master key on. We want that on master, and of course this is the thing you'll have to remember if you pick this route up. You must hear the buzzing. You got to press 7, and then you've got to press enter. Not like that, like this. Hang on, that's because my mouse again. Let me do that again. There we go. Oh, come here, come here. This because I cocked up with the mouse. Right, 7. And then enter. There. I should use the mouse and not the bloody thing, but if you're on console, you're likely only going to have a controller, so you know, you've got to do it that way, so it's worth showing it that way. We've got to click that on. We don't need to do anything else with that. Let's get the lights on. So we'll put these on white, wherever white is. There we go. Everything's all white. By the way, Elliot, no, I'm not going to sing tonight. I saw your little comment about singing. I'm not going to do that. I'll let you have a night off. Put that into applied. Did I put the gauge lights on? Can't remember the gauge lights, so you wouldn't think I drove this yesterday. We'll have the mirrors though. What I did do is, well, I'll show you first. I'll show you where the safety systems are. They're down here. So you're seeing on this morning's video, you switch that over to start and switch it over to active. I'm not going to put it on though because it's only a vigilance and it's going off. I think G Dave, you calculated it was every 11 seconds or something. So it was getting a bit annoying. So I'm not going to put it on. So apart from that, there is no other safety system on this. We'll get the doors open. We'll put this into forwards. Let's just check the lights at the front. So this is the red and cream LED version. There's the blue ones over there, as you can see. We're at Stara Paka, by the way. So we're going in the direction of Liberec. We're going to do the full run. Let me just show you this. So we're at Stara Paka here, and we're going all the way up here. All the way around. All the way around. All the way around up to Liberec. It's about an hour and 40, something like that. It's a decent run. This is one of the semi-fast services, so we're not stopping at every station on the way, but we will be stopping at a few of them. King K, good evening. You do like the cream? It's nice, nice. It is. We've still got 3 minutes to go, so we can have a look round, can't we? Let me put it in the 8 camera. What I was saying this morning, I love this kind of thing. You know, the most unused sections of track, how the vegetation sort of has creeped in between the tracks. I love that kind of thing. These piles of spur rails up here, they're getting overgrown. It's a lovely attention to detail, that. It's great. All these trees, they're all new assets as well. That's why it looks a lot different to what you've seen before. I've been really impressed with it, as I said this morning. So I think if you're picking this up tomorrow, hopefully you'll find it the same. I've got departure boards, which again look a little bit different to the usual, don't they? That's nice. So yeah, it's exciting. It's two hours long if you do a full stoppage service. Yeah, it's nearly 2 hours. You're right. You are right. Not seen anything bad about this DLC yet. No, I don't think there is, Kay, to be honest. I think it's good. I was looking for things, and like I said this morning, I honestly couldn't find anything. Usually there's something, and I couldn't find anything. Now I can't tell you if all the scenarios work. I'm going to assume they do because I haven't played any of them yet. All 9 scenarios that come with it, so I can't comment on that. But as far as the actual route goes, and the scenery and the actual stock you get with it, no problems at all. Been great. And I knew I'd like this route, but I didn't know I'd like it this much. Strange, isn't it? Because I don't know anything about Czech trains. And probably there's a lot of you that don't. Yeah, just need to get into it. Yeah, there's nothing else for me to do in the cab. We're just waiting for the doors to close, and then we can be off. Totally not late. We'll let you off. We'll let you off. Makes it look more natural. Yeah, it's very lifelike, that, isn't it? What you would expect. Matt ran over some passengers and nearly drove through a car. Well, I don't know, actually. We'll have a look. I haven't noticed it, but I am still on the preview build, because it's the only build that's available. The public build is when the public build goes live. So this is the preview build that the ambassadors get. So we'll see. Jaffa Cakes, says Bones. Who mentioned Jaffa Cakes? Nobody. Kabepi, how you doing? Fir trees and single track feels like home. It's a lovely route. The single track breaking out into these areas, I quite like. You're on your own for most of the time, and then you sort of burst out into these main stations, and you've got all sorts of other stock going on. I did think that Stará Paka was a little bit quiet, is one comment I would say, because there's all this track, there's not much going on. But again, I don't know how busy the route is in real life, and I also don't know if we've got other routes that are meeting up here at Stará Paka, and that's because we haven't got those routes. That's why it might be a little bit quieter. So I don't know. So that might not be an issue. Might just be how it is, you know. Right, so I'm going to release this brake. And then I am going to put some power in. And it should hopefully go. Watch me mess it up now. Have I not cut the brakes in? I bet I've not cut the brakes in. That would help. That would definitely help. Right, let's try it again. There we go. There's always something. Right, off we go. Just let me know about the sounds. I know our next stop is Semily. I know how to say that one. I'm alright with that one. Here's the announcements.
Dámy a pánové, vítáme vás v rychlíku ze stanice Stará Paka do stanice Liberec. Tento vlak zastavuje ve stanicích Semily, Železný Brod, Malá Skála, Turnov, Strychnov, u Jablonce nad Nisou, Liberec. Bližší informace týkající se jízdy vlaku vám podá vlakový personál. Přejeme vám příjemnou jízdu. Příští stanice Semily.
Next station, Semily. And I believe Colette's, or I presume that's how you pronounce it, Colette's, it means track, or track, Semily track 1. Because it says that at every station. We'll put a little bit more power in. Nicholas, thank you for that sub. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. We got 14 kilometres until we get to Semily. Let's have a look what you're saying. King's Cross is on the board. Well observed, that man. Yes, King's Cross. Yes, indeed. I thought there'd be a bit of stuff going in and out of King's Cross, so I thought I'd leave that on there for you to enjoy. Something's got to go up in the air with the release tomorrow, you think? I don't know. I've had this since Thursday, possibly Thursday, and I've not played it solid, but I've had a good go at it. So I don't know. It depends how it goes on consoles. I've been playing it on the PS5 as well, and the PS5 has been exactly as you see it on PC, in my opinion. It's been exactly the same. No texture issues, none of the usual stuff that you've come to, you know, expect with a release day on consoles. And I keep going into braking zone on this. I need to be careful with that. So when I let go of the throttle, it needs to go down to 0. If you go to this side, you start putting in some of the electric brake. So I need to drop it to V, which then drops the power. So if I put it up to S again, make sure the brakes are off, put it up to S and then let it go back into V, then it'll cruise along. People saying the timetable's small, not worth the price for that. There's some long services though. There's some very long services. And the trains are... They're not... I wouldn't say they're complicated to drive, but there's a few different bits and pieces you need to do to get them going and to keep them going and to maintain your speed. And then the braking, obviously, is... do I need to drop the power? I've got a 50. The braking, like I said this morning, has got a trick to it. Don't observe my braking. It's gone back to 100 now, so we're good. I'll release the brakes. So there's a, you know, in the early times you'll play it, there's a bit to get used to, but you'll soon pick it up. I did wonder how I would go on reading the chat and doing this at the same time, because you need to kind of keep your eyes on it. But we'll see how we get on. Let's add some power in. Let's have a look outside. Seeing as the vigilance is off, we'll have a little bit of an outside view. Franchise check trains you recommend, fast, reliable, modern. We have a lot of new vehicles now. These trains are excellent, and I think they were saying that this one's 1995 or 96. I think it said in the article. This one. So this is an older one. Hopefully we'll get some more if this goes down okay. I hope we do get some more. I'm going to drop the power, so I'll put it in V because we're coming up to an 80. I'll put a little bit of brake in. The brake gauge is down here at the bottom, so you can see how many bars of brake I'm putting in. Take it down to the 80 this time, if we can. I'm looking out for signs as well for the zones, because we'll need to update those as we go. I think there's 4 or 5 on the route. And And I'll show you how to do that once we pass one of those. Got 65 coming up, so let's leave the brakes on. Now that's a whistle board I was told this morning, so I need to find the whistle. The red and white checkered boards are whistle boards, I understand. So thank you to the person that let me know about that in the comments this morning. I'll try and read what I can out of the comments, but it's scrolling fast. I'm trying to keep my eye on it as well. Yeah, welcome back, Bones. Yeah, I forgot about that. You've not been in for a couple of times, have you? Wings and Things, good evening. Just watched the roadmap video. Looks like some exciting releases. Yeah, I hope they're coming out quick as well, because some of those screenshots make it look like things are about ready, doesn't it? Although saying that, we've had Tadami screenshots that look ready for quite a while, but it seems like they're still working on it. But that's fine, as long as it comes out in a decent condition. There's another whistle board. Anybody know what the button is for the whistle on keyboard? Because I keep doing it with the... have a look. Not B, is it? It's B, wouldn't you know it? Because we have the horn as well, so we've got the horn and the whistle. If you're on console without a keyboard, you're going to have to keep pressing the button, which is down here. Unless you've got a keyboard attached. 8 to go to Stemmerly. George, good evening. Yes, what a roadmap. Can't wait for Crew Preston and the Trent Valley. Yeah, hopefully soon. Those 20s look good, don't they? On the Crew Preston. The vigilance will mess up your wine drinking. You can leave it off like I've done tonight. I didn't want to keep pressing it. It was getting on my nerves. I mean, it's important, obviously, if you're playing it as a simulation, it's important. I'm just not convinced that the timings are a little bit too quick. I don't know. You know, compared to a C4 or something, I don't know whether or not that needs adjusting or whether that's correct or not. I was going to ping a little note to DTG to ask him about that. I probably should put a bit of speed in to make sure we stay on time. We got 6.5 minutes to get in. Evening, Will. How you doing? When is it set? Good question. I don't know, actually. I don't know. Danny Sprint, good evening. Have you tried the cruise control? No, I haven't, actually. There's a lot of... there's so much changing the speed limits. I just haven't bothered at the moment. I saw Matt do it on the preview, though. He was using it okay. So it does work. The cruise control is down here. Automatic speed control. But you can see it's a lovely route. It's great. They picked a very nice area to come to first in the country, I think. Right, let's take the brake off. See what I mean? It keeps going 80, 90, 100. You got to properly keep your eye on it. Oh, Stará Paka is quite a busy station. 5 different routes meet there. That's what it is then. That's why it's quiet in the game. Because we've only got this one route. I thought it might be like that. Yeah, thanks for that. I thought it might be that. There's the 145 Expert as well coming out this week. You're quite right. Oh, 65. I missed the board while I was doing that. Right, so let's do it. So all you need to do is press that. And then I think you type it. Did it let me do it? Let me try. No, actually let me do that. I'm trying to click the actual arrow. That 6, 5. And then you just press enter. And it's changed it there to 65. So it does give you a warning if you miss the board when you go through the zones. So that's good. 2.9 to go. Yeah, the 145 Expert is coming out this week. Again, I have got the 145 Expert. I have got early access to it, but I've just not had a chance to look at it yet. But I will do. I think that's... Is that Thursday that's coming out? And you can change the menus on that to English as well, which is handy for us that don't speak German. If you turn the vigilance off, you can't get a platinum score and drink wine simultaneously. You're not one of those who chases the platinum, are you, Pete? I don't put you down for a platinum Train Sim World kind of thing. Friday, is it, Jason? Right, thanks. Yeah, Friday. Down for a 70. Not doing too bad on timings. Lots of green on this route. Do I know other Czech trains? No, sadly I don't. I don't. This route is the only introduction I've had to Czech railways. But having played this quite a bit, I hope we get some more after this. Some different routes as well. Uh, 2018 this route is set. One of my correspondents reliably informs me, so thank you for that. For those that were asking. I was saying in the video this morning, I love the fact that you can come out of the complete countryside and you smack bang in the middle of a town like this.
Dámy a pánové, následuje stanice Semily.
The Semile's quite an easy one to say. There's one, and it could be after this, I can't remember. It's a really long one, and I think they got it on the preview stream as well, and nobody could say it. Apart from Dominic, who is Czech, so he obviously could say it. He was the developer. The track sound and everything's great. So hopefully that's coming through okay. This is Semily. We're right on time as well, which is nice. Let's open the doors. Everyone starts to move for the train. It's pretty, isn't it? Don't know what the collectibles are, actually. I've not looked. These are quite narrow. These, aren't they? For them that's getting off and them that's getting on. She just jumped down. I suppose you could, really. If you want to take a shortcut, you don't want to come to this bit. There you go. Why not? You're platinum on everything. If you don't get it first time, no, you did. I don't believe that for a minute. I can't believe that. Right, doors are closing. We'll do it from the outside, shall we, this time? Is Leslie brought... I've been here before, so I know this one. Now that lady needs to move off the crossing. It's difficult to go from the outside because you have to watch what the dials are doing. But now the dials are cleared, we should be good. Make sure nobody's on the crossing. And you have to watch this dial to know how much power you're applying as well. The whistle's pretty good. I like it. Up to 80. Platforms are a bit basic, lots of green. Yeah, I do, Franchise, yeah. I do like the Czech trains after this, yeah. I've found them quite interesting. It's great that we got a new country as well in the game, I have to say.
Dámy a pánové, vítáme vás v rychlíku ze stanice Stará Paka do stanice Liberec. Tento vlak zastavuje ve stanici.
Yep, thanks, Kabepi, see you later.
Malá Skála, Turnov, Rychno, u Jablonce nad Nisou.
Good evening, Sai, how you doing?
Se jízdy vlaku vám podá vlakový personál. Přejeme vám příjemnou jízdu.
Kevin, good evening.
Železný Brod.
I'll try and look for the zone change board this time. I did show it this morning on the stream that I did, on the video that I did. But it's a case of just spotting them. I think it's a bit like, once you play it, it'll be a bit like the neutral zones. Or neutral sections, I should say. Not Star Trek, is it? Neutral sections, once you learn where they are, you'll know when to change them over. Release the brake. 3.9 to Zelezny. Platforms are narrow between the tracks, you're right. These trains are already being phased out in your country. They're being replaced by new trains, such as the Fox, Regia Fox, nickname for new trains. Welcome, by the way. Welcome to everybody that's coming to the stream new because we got the Czech route. It's nice to see everybody coming in. We've had a few new subscribers as well who've been commenting about the Czech route, so thanks to everybody, and you're more than welcome. Si, you like the Preston video? Nice to see how accurate TSW is. Yeah, I quite enjoyed making that video. I'm glad you've enjoyed it. If it's popular, I might do a Blackpool version next, and go to places like Solwick and Kirkham, Bolton, Leighton, Blackpool South, Blackpool Pleasure Beach, that kind of thing. Might just do another one. But I thought I'd try that one out for starters because I quite enjoy those types of videos, a bit different. Scenery is just amazing. It's a massive part of this route, isn't it? I think it was Saturday night. I played it on the PS5 for the first time, so I was down in the front room with my feet up on the settee, just with the controller, and I did a full end-to-end in this, in silence, with just the sounds of the train and everything, and nobody talking, and I just went down the whole thing. It was great. It was the first full-length run that I'd done, and it was great. I just got my feet up and enjoyed it. It's that kind of route. Cantam, good evening. Looks a nice route. Not familiar with the area, but the details look good. It's very detailed. It's very good. Yeah. And you follow this river quite a bit as well. I don't know what that river is. Maybe one of the locals can tell us what that river is. But we follow that quite a bit. Right, we're coming into Železný, so we will start braking. Yeah, and the signals, I think Dave, you were asking me this morning, I think they're fairly straightforward. The first couple of times you run it, if you have that little graphic open that DTG put out for the signals, you'll pick it up. In conjunction with the HUD, you see, that signal was telling me there's a 40 coming up. And you can see in the HUD there's a 40, so it's giving you some advance warning of the 40. But it's fairly straightforward. I initially thought it would be a difficult set of signals to learn, but it's not.
Dámy a pánové, následuje stanice Železný Brod.
Železný Brod. If you listen carefully to her, you'll be able to learn some of the how to pronounce some of the names as well. I'll probably still butcher it as usual, but I'll give it a go. It's pretty realistic, is it, Miklas? Nice, nice. That's good to know. That is good to know. We always look for people to say that to us when we pick these routes up. So that's good. I don't know. It's unusual to me to have people so close to the train like this. Yeah. I know we're coming in fairly slow, but still, I don't like people being that close when I'm driving past. Right, we went across a little bit more, a few metres more than we should, but it's fine. So here's everyone getting off. There's plenty getting on, hopefully, as well. This is a busy station. The coaches here are ready to take anybody. That's in case of an overshoot. They got the coaches ready in case I oxen-homed it. I'll take you to the next stop safely. But yeah, this is Železný Brod. Look at that in the distance, where it's like hazy. It's coming out of the haze there. It's set to July, with just a little bit of cloud in the sky, as you can see. But it's perfect summer's day. We got 3 minutes. I was saying this morning, some of the timings are quite generous. So, you know, if you are admiring the scenery on the way down, you should be okay unless you're really slow. There's another one coming in. We got a bit of a mix. That's pretty neat. I don't know if it's coming across on YouTube very much, but the ambient noise as well. People talking, and I can hear some machinery going off somewhere. It's all very well done, I think. It's like even people walking across the front of the train seems odd, doesn't it? That guy's going down the track. Stop! Stop! So David drives. That's probably what you were talking about before. There's a couple of passengers, but that I don't know if he gets affected. Excuse me, by the fact that I overshot the stop marker a little bit. I don't know if that throws the passengers off and the way that they travel around. I'm not sure. It could be. God, there's a few getting off that one. Never seen as many passengers as that. The Yezura, is it Yezura? Is that how you say it? Yezura River, thank you for that. The trees don't seem to be popping in as much as the old ones, definitely not. And I'll tell you, on console, it's the same. They're not even popping in on the console. You would normally expect to see a bit of popping on the console, but they've obviously done some work there. It's pretty good. We've got a minute to go. Jawaddy Shoddy, how are you? You were camping 3 kilometres from this. Nice. Camera operator did a good job on that. No, it was my son. It was my son that did it. For the boy band shot at the beginning, you mean? The boy band shot, and then the driving down Tom Benson Way. He was sat in the middle, behind me, and he just was like that. With the I've got a gimbal for my phone, so that's why it ends up being quite steady. I've not had it long, and I'm just learning how to use it. So he was sat in the back, and I just said, just hold it straight. I should do an outtakes video from that as well, because I took all the talking off, and we were talking the whole way through it. That'd be quite amusing. Right, she's gonna have to move from there because I'm gonna shut the doors. Watch your back. Watch your back. Right, we're good. Let's just hope nobody comes across now. Oh, look, someone's going across. No, don't do it. Yeah, you're right. So there you go, David. There's a couple of passengers still going across the track. So they'll need to work that out. They may have done it for the public release tomorrow. This hasn't been updated since I've had it in the last week, so it could be fixed. We're off to Mala Scala next. I think that one's a fairly straightforward one to say as well. Reminds you of trains they had in Estonia. Yeah, I don't know anything about Estonian trains. Oh wow, look at this. Got a wigwam. Bit of clag. This is a nice part of the route.
Rychnov u Jablonce nad Nisou, Liberec, bližší informace týkající se jízdy vlaku vám podá vlakový personál. Přejeme vám příjemnou jízdu. Příští stanice...
It looks well optimised. I would agree with that, yeah. I think it is well optimised. You love the boy band shot. Yeah. I told him to walk round me. I said, but don't step off the platform. Keep an eye on where your feet are. That's quite funny. And to be fair, DTG put it in the roadmap as well, which was quite nice. Right, I just went into the electric brake and then I didn't mean to. That's what happens if you press the trigger a little bit too far. If you press the trigger once upwards, I'm talking about controller, it puts it into V. Or you can do it manually, you can see there. V is just cruising, just coasting with no power. Got 75 coming up. We'll just brake a little bit. Then a 70. Andy lad, how are you doing? Good evening. Good to see no trees popping. There's a tiny bit as you get nearer to them, but it's not the usual in the distance where there's big clumps of them that are popping in all the time. They've definitely done a bit of work on that. Now that could be the fact that they're all new assets. Maybe they perform a bit better than the standard sort of trees that are in the game. Could be. But they've done a nice job on it. So I'll run all the way to the other end at Liberec, and then we'll jump in the 750 and we'll do a bit of freight coming back the other way. Just so we can have a look at that as well. The sound design's great, the sound of the train and the curve's pretty realistic. Yeah, they were showing how, you'll hear it now in the tunnel. They were showing on the previous stream how they had put in different sounds for different positions of the train on the track, different types of ballast underneath. It's a really nice job. The inside of the tunnels are different as well to what we normally get. Yeah, so you mean, I can hear it now in the curve. Yeah. The wigwam is probably 500 per night. Executive glamping on well-known booking sites. Yeah, you're probably right. Because it's next to the station in such a picturesque place, yeah. It's probably premium prices, yeah, you're probably right. Good evening, John. How you doing? Yeah, thanks for that, John. Local scouts. It could be the scouts, yeah. Right, I should keep my eye on the fact that we're stopping here. The brakes are pretty decent. I can see cars coming across the crossing, but I don't know if that's prototypical. The gate should be down, I think, as we get to it. Let's have a look. Unless there is no gates on this one. I mean, do they all have gates? I don't know. That one's not got gates either, but the bells are going off. And cars have stopped there on that one. But again, because I don't know the area, I'm not sure. Nice to see no flashing entering or exiting the tunnels like the prior routes, yes. Yeah. This I think this shows what happens as well when you get a new developer who's really keen to go off what they can do. Especially when they're local to an area. It's a bit like Just Trains. You know, when they're local to an area and they really know it, they make an excellent job. These guys have done a great job. It's quite a nice station as well, this one. That's better. That's more like it. She's going to have to move up a little bit if she wants to get on. Can't face the wall. There you go. There she goes. She's woke up. John Travolta's back. There he goes. With his little ponytail. These are empty, I think. There's obviously some kind of loading area here. Right, we can lock the doors. There's actually a buzzer on these ones at the back. Alright, off we go. Turn off is next. Which, as I said, this one I think is about the halfway point of the route. Oh, there was a model station, you're right, yes. There you are, there you are, yeah. You can't get to it. I tried walking to that yesterday, you can't get to it. So I'm assuming it's there in real life. It's not a collectible, is it? I don't think it's a collectible. Distract him quick, I only just saw that. Good evening, Aaron. You thinking about getting Train Sim World for PS5? Good, yeah, nice.
Dámy a pánové, vítáme vás u rychlíku ze stanice Stará Paka do stanice Liberec. Příští stanice Rychno u Jablonce nad Nisou. Bližší informace týkající se jízdy vlaku vám podá vlakový personál. Přejeme vám příjemnou jízdu.
There you go, I hope you got all that. So if I flick it to V, the power goes down, as you can see on the needle. Now we're just coasting, so we'll just put a little bit of brake in, just make sure we don't go over. On less important routes, there's still some crossings without gates. I've got you. Good evening, Teesside. How you doing? You saw a double-headed 66 today in Wiltshire. Was it? What was it pulling? Open up the window again. I wanted you to have a listen to what it was like from the inside. Put the window down. There's that roller coaster noise again. Two washing machines on a spin. Cruel. Yeah, the rail singing is definitely a thing, yeah. There's... Yeah. I think that'll be standard now on all the new routes. Bit more power in. Nice sound when it powers up as well. Yeah, that would be one comment, the ballast shoulder, yeah. Yeah. It's nice and even, isn't it? Maybe a bit too much so. Yeah, Frantisek is right. It's coming out tomorrow, this route. 10 o'clock UK time on consoles, and then a little bit later for PC. There's one of the boards telling me to go to zone 61, so let's just quickly do it. So this time, you press that. You go, if I can get it, 61, and then just press enter, and it updates it there at the top, the Stewart. So every time you pass one of those boards, that's all you need to do. Similar in the in the 750 as well. So we'll do that later on. .2 to turn off. That's the one that I couldn't pronounce. Richinoff. I'm going to call it Richinoff. And you guys will have to make up the rest. That's the one I couldn't pronounce. And then we got Liberec after that. 956 into Liberec. Start slowing it down. There's the whistle board again. I keep missing them. Hello, train boy. Yeah, saw the fire. Yeah, not good. There's another whistle board, the red and white. Yeah, so these two yellows again are saying there's a 40. So if you ever do go hoodless, you'll just need to know that. You can't cheat by looking up in the top right like I'm doing. There's the 40 board. Get that track noise going over the points. Here's sight of our first 750 in the Tintin 57 colours.
Dámy a pánové, následuje stanice Turnov.
We'll be driving one of those next. Just release the brake and we can just coast in a little bit. Steve, how you doing? Good evening. All good, thanks mate. Yeah, yourself? You're still on the fence with it? You don't tend to play non-UK routes. You played a Dutch one. Yeah, this is a little bit different to like. I get what you mean. I would admit as well that some of the German ones to me are very similar-ish. However, this one, being a completely different country, is a little bit different. It's quite enjoyable, this one. Like the Dutch route, when the Dutch route came out, that felt a lot different to what we'd had before. This is the same, and that's what I'm trying to say. These are the layers. This is the 642, which is layering in from Aschaffenburg, Miltenberg. I haven't driven that yet. There's 8 services for that you can drive. This is turn off. There's our next station again, which I can't pronounce. I see it, but I can't say it. I'll have to have a practice. We've got 3 minutes again. See what I mean about the timings? Very sleek, aren't they, those? I don't know how long the services are. I can't remember. But it'd be nice to give them a good blast. Are these collectibles? Are these maps? These. Croaky, thank you for the sub. I should probably just... like... go out the door and have a look. There you go. Make sure nothing's coming. Oh, there's... yeah, there you go. There's a collectible. You add the locks to each side of that. Let's have a look. Is that a collectible? No, it's not. Thought that might be a route map. Let's just have a quick look while we're here. We've still got 2 minutes. Anything on the bins? Nope. I don't really know what I'm looking for collectibles wise. They look like maps, yeah. Not though. Yeah, I'm not sure. Right, let's climb back in. Hopefully we can. Can we climb back in this way? I bet we can't. Right, so we'll go this way. We'll go through this this door right here. We'll close that. Good job the crew door wasn't locked. Right, so we'll do that. Do that. Shut that. Close that. Sit down. There you go. All good. But we're nearly ready to go as well. Yeah, 32.99. Thanks for that, Jason. There's the prices that Jason's put in for tomorrow for this. Exiting from that door was extra cursed. It did take a long time, didn't it, to get out of there? There's several steps to that. We'll get the doors closed, I think. Right, cool. Let's do it. We have got 11 kilometres to our next stop. She's close again, isn't she? We might just squeeze past her. She's got a dovetail rucksack on. She must be staff. Beautiful station building. It's lovely, isn't it? Some of the buildings are really nice. I mean, look at that. On top of the hill there. The town up there. The apartments. Right, we've got a 40 coming out of the station, then we're up to 100 quite quick, and then we're back in the countryside once more. Not tried the 642 yet? No, not yet.
Stará Paka.
Take the power off.
Liberec, příští stanice, Liberec, bližší informace týkající se jízdy vlaku vám podá
Hopefully people won't go there when you go.
Přejeme vám příjemnou jízdu.
The boards flashed before departure. I didn't see that. Right, let's put the power in. Just keep an eye on this needle. You don't want to go too far, or else you'll blow something. But the acceleration's good on this, as you can see. For a little rail car. You're not picking this up, Joddy. Don't fancy it. Then to go. Thank you everybody for coming in, much appreciated. Don't forget to give me a little thumbs up if you don't mind. That'll help me out a lot. It's stunning, but you can't see yourself playing it much because of the single track run. I mean, you know, it'll be, if you don't buy it straight away, if you don't want it straight away, it'll be on sale within, you know, probably sometime in the next year, I would say. If you're not absolutely desperate for it. It's nice. It's pretty. Right, we've got a 90 coming up. Yeah, I'll sing. If people don't give me a thumbs up, I'll sing. Exactly right. I just got another Craig David song up my sleeve. Yeah, Nidotol board, exactly, Steve. That's what I was saying earlier. Absolutely. Rob, good evening. How you doing? Have the whistle. Full rail singing you can hear just at this angle. It's Craig David. You don't want me to sing it, do you? If he sings, we all of a sudden cancel the membership. No, I won't put you through it. Am I enjoying the route? Very much so, yeah. It's a fast Nidotol barn, I would say. The track reminds you of the Japanese stuff with the moulded ballast. It does look like that, yeah. Can't figure out how to enable the cruise control. Yeah, it's down there, isn't it? Automatic speed control. I think, I don't want to screw it up, but I think you set your speed and then you can flick it on and it will keep you at that speed. I'm sure that's how it works. And then down here, you can go up and down by somewhere on here. Is it that? you could just move it up and down. I'd have to read up on it again. That's the point actually. I haven't seen the manual yet. There's meant to be a manual. I haven't seen it. That would help with things like that. Variety of countryside is nice between mountains and rural fields. A good mix. There's another one of those boards. So we need to go to 71. So if we do that, 71, enter. There we go. We're in zone 71. Take the power off for this 85. A little bit of brake. .8 to go. Yeah, that track audio is great. You've been pressing on the left menu, all the buttons. Yeah, it's down there. Oh, what does that mean? I've got an alarm coming up. What does that mean? Confirm the active failure. Wonder what that is. I don't even know what that is. Have I got... Is that some kind of train fault that I've got enabled? I could hear it. Let's see if we can accelerate, okay. Yeah, we seem to be back to normal. I don't know what that was then. Some active failure somewhere. Again, we would need the manual for that. We are going uphill though. .80 kilometers per hour, it feels like you're speeding like a TGV at 4 times the speed. Quite a tight little track, isn't it? That's probably what makes it feel a bit faster, and all the curves. Oh, it's been in development for years. It shows they've done a very good job on it. I'm really quite impressed with it. I didn't really know what to expect because I don't know anything about the route or Czech trains. I'm actually pleasantly surprised, to be honest. Right, we've got 5.4 to go. Not talking goulash. We haven't talked about food much tonight, actually. Did I try the Vigilance? Yes, I did. So I was using it this morning and I got so fed up with it I turned it off, but I haven't tried it tonight. On Dredge, good evening. Looks like you don't have the mirrors. Yes, I have the mirrors out, but once the train starts moving it puts the mirrors in. I don't know if it'll let me do it while I'm moving. We'll try. Let's try. Yeah, see, it doesn't let them... I've got that fault again. Don't know what that is. Yeah, it doesn't let you have the mirrors out whilst you're driving. But when we get to the station, I'll put them out and you'll see. You can actually hear them as you set off. You hear the mirrors closing back in again. Right, I went into the electric braking again, which is naughty. We need to get down for 75. There we go. That's a nice little station building there. Look at that. I like the sort of generally the overgrown sort of feel of it. Like the foliage is sort of creeping in, you know, from the sides. It's all around the foot of the buildings, etc. I quite like that aspect of it. You know, it's not, apart from the ballast, it's not very straight edged, you know, it's not very clean, if you will. The foliage is creeping out at us. Right, this is a steep hill. We'll give it a shot. Scotch pie, I've not had one of them for ages. Yeah, chicken and prawn. That's nice, that's nice. Streamlabs has gone from 3 to 1 in 2 minutes. Good old Streamlabs. Always there. Right, we're probably going to arrive early anyway, so we'll just tank along at this speed, I think. Although, is that telling me there on the view screen, is that saying we're due at 9:39 and out at 9:40, or is that telling me we're due at 39 but we're actually going to arrive at 9:40? I don't know, we'll see when we get there. Could be that we're out at 9:40, let's check. Yeah, we're out at 9:40, that's what it means. That'd be pretty neat if it told you on there how late you were going to be, or how early you were going to be. .7, we'll go a little bit faster, I think. Yes, this type of part of the track there reminds me of Clinchfield. That's an old DLC. I don't know if any of you play Clinchfield. Although Clinchfield is a bit more... There's a very narrow area to drive in on Clinchfield. There's not much you can see left and right on Clinchfield, but it does remind me a little bit of it. Although Clinchfield is desperately in need of a remaster because the trees on there are a bit ropey, let's say. It could do with some attention, I think. Let's drop the power. XP for chats again, yeah. Streamlabs shouldn't be in the mix, really. We'll power up a little bit. I forgot we're on such a steep incline. It's naturally just slowing us down. Well, Matt was working on Clinchfield until his PC crashed. That's interesting. Yeah, it does need a bit of attention. don't mind playing it, but it just, you know, routes that have followed since then have made it look very, very old, I think. Right, so now I'm going to drop the power. Got the allotments over here. We might actually have to power up this hill, you know. Just to get us up there to the station. Let's drop the power again now. And this is the station that I can't pronounce. I've got that active failure again. I'm not really sure what I need to do with that. I'm gonna see if I can fix that. Oh, where's the phone? You can now depart from this station. Yeah, so sometimes when you're sharing the track, the signal is the same signal for more than one person, so the signalman will contact you and will let you know that you're okay to go once you get the green. That's what that's about. So you do occasionally get that. Mirrors. So that's the mirrors extended, but you will find that they'll come in. Let me try this again. This 7 enter, because that cleared the fault last time. I don't know if that's going to work, but we'll try it. We'll lock the doors. Yeah, so the mirrors are out right now. Just watch the mirrors. You might find that they'll come in as we set off. Because I guess you only need them when you're in a station. It must be when you reach a certain speed. I think the Nidotol-born mirrors did that too. Liberec is next, 11 kilometres. Yeah, there's the mirrors. The mirrors just shut. They just came back in. 30 kilometres per hour, I think they came back in. Dodgy telesales call. Yeah, it did sound like that, didn't it? Someone's old Motorola phone going off. Yeah, right, you're right, Rob. Yeah, sometimes you just want to drive an older route. I get you. Wife's calling. Yeah, I've already apologised. I set a disclaimer at the beginning of the at the beginning of the stream. The foreign languages are not my strong point. Someone say English isn't. Right, we've got 10 to go. We'll jump in the 750. We'll come back about halfway down the route, I think, just so you can have a look at that. And then that'll be us done. How long have we going? An hour and 21. You're going to pass on it, fair enough. Well, there's plenty on the roadmap coming up at some point. So you'll have plenty to choose from, I think. Just reduce the power a little bit. Let's just check the map. That's where we are. Liberec is up here, so bit windy again. You saw the video about Preston the other day. Loved the video to watch the differences. Yeah, it's good fun, isn't it? Good fun, especially for yourself. You know, having not been there. You know, if there's a route you've played quite a lot of in this, and then you get to actually see what the real thing looks like. You know, I'm the same. You know, when anybody's, there's quite a few of them on YouTube. Every time you get to see what it looks like in real life, you get a sense of how good or bad they've done with the DLCs. But I think in the case of the Preston one, I think we're pretty safe with just trains, to be honest. Their stuff's always quite good, as you know. You want the Berliner route? Good evening, Ratty. How you doing? The boozer's half closed and freezing, so you're in a good mood. I presume on the signal has also got like a barber's pole on it, so I'm assuming that is a whistle board as well on the actual signal. We'll go for it anyway. This has got a blue and white. Again, we'd need the manual for that, I think. So, I mean, this signal there, that's got one. Our signal there's got one. So, unless that's just to highlight where the signal is, I'm not sure. How can the boozer be half closed? He means the beer garden was shut. We got them there hills over there. Nice distance you can see as well. on this DLC. That's the other thing. Actually, we're going for an 80, so I'll leave the brakes on. Matey, good evening to you. How you doing? And you're most welcome as well. Driven 84 kilometres. You just googled that, Dave, haven't you? It's not in your usual prose, that. Blue and white plates for shunting signals, red and white for main signals. Okay, got you. This part of the route's pretty neat with all these sweeping curves. That one's got barriers, you see that? That crossing, that one did have barriers. You don't speak like what I write. I thought Ratty was a kind of wine bar sort of guy. The question is, Ratty, have you got your kebab? That's what we want to know. Right, we've got 75 coming up. There's a 7 board. I keep wanting to press B, as if it's PZB when I see that kind of board. Just habit. B on the controller I'm talking about. Right, 4.2. 5.5 minutes to get in. You can double tap D to brake using the air brake. Oh, you mean like this brake, you mean? That one. It's not as keen as the direct brake though. The direct brake does it. Is what I'm finding. Good evening, Will. How you doing? We'll be jumping in a 750 after this. See what that's all about. She could be lurking. Oh, there's another position behind that one. BP, the BP one. That one. Oh yeah, it's tricky to get that. I think you mean that one. Yeah, that one. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that one. I've got you. Right, 60, then down to 40. 1.4 to go into Liberec. Liberec's coming into view now. I love this. This is what I like. This. Suddenly you come out of this, round this corner and there it is. Let's release the brakes. Yeah, keyboard's easier than controller. Yeah, yeah, I'm using the Xbox controller. Yeah, I don't know what's happened to Animal. I was chatting to him in the comments earlier today. He's probably just busy.
Dámy a pánové, následuje stanice Liberec, konečná stanice, prosíme, vystupte.
Liberec is quite a big area, isn't it, track-wise? He's going out as a single unit there, look. A little bit of brake. That guy's walking right on the edge. Doors open one last time for this one. Good evening, Zellies. How you doing? Right, lock the doors. It'll give us our points. Die-Trek stuff, what do you mean? Oh, Chakotay, yeah. I see what you mean now. Right, that was the 843. So an hour and a half that took us, just over. Hour and 32. Terrible medal there, bronze medal for that one. But that's probably because I didn't have the vigilance on, so I probably lost a lot of points because of that. Right, we're going to jump into the 750. We're going to drive the red and yellow one. 8:06 in the morning we're going to do. I think I got him. I think he dropped down the side, didn't he? Looked like he dropped off down the side. Right, let's do this one. You can't see it because my camera's in the way. Trust me, it's the red and yellow one. Honest. 8:06 is what we want. This one, I've run some of this before, so this is the freight up to turn off, so it's about halfway. We'll make that July. We'll do the cloud again. Off we go. Red and yellow, wonder why. Is it worth the stress with a vigilance or no? The vigilance is there to save you, but actually, you'd be handing in your notice by the time you got to the other end. Honestly. Right, wait for 2 minutes so we can use that time to get sorted out. So let's do that. Again, I'm not going to put the vigilance on. But that's fine. We'll get the brake key unlocked. Get the usual warning. Let's do the lights. Instrument lights to this side. Then we've got signal lights front left, front right, and then the headlight, which we'll put on reduced. What else is there we need to do? We need to do this. We need to turn that on. Again, this is the system that tells us what zone we're in. We're in 71 at the moment, so we'll just change that as we go. We'll open the window. Just check outside. Plenty of logs. So we're at Liberec, and we've got a couple of waiting points as we go, but we're going to turn off. That's what we're doing. I thought the DSD on the 87 was bad. It's pretty bad on these. The Japan route has moved to the 0 to 3 months, hopefully. Yeah, I hope that comes out quick. Yeah, could do with that. Right, we got the green, so let's... should have took that off, actually. Put that to release. Take this one off. And we should be good to go, I think. There we go. Slowly she goes. So again, I haven't put the safety systems on. The safety systems, you have to go down that corridor and switch them on. But it'll drive me mad again, so I haven't bothered. I think the 145 will be chaos, Ratty. Absolutely. Off we go. They do get, yeah, they have got stuck a couple of times, the horns, yeah. Close that window a bit. A little bit less noisy. I think I prefer the freight over the passenger for some reason. But I like running a bit of freight anyway, just generally. Minions. Mr. Ramsbottom. $55 likes, thanks for that, Jason. Yeah, everyone, just give me a thumbs up if you don't mind. Just to help us get out there a bit. Eight notches of throttle on this one. Andy's calling it Bender. There's another vote for Bender. I've had 798 views of the stream so far. Just for your information. 801. And this morning's video has got nearly 1,400 views. This morning's first look, so that's quite nice. Thanks to everybody that's watched today's videos. It's been a busy day and a busy weekend actually with different things. So, you know, I'll keep doing them as long as you keep watching them. That's fine. Thanks for that, Zellies. You can almost feel that horn vibrating on the frame of the train. It sounds like... Where is the horn? It's right on the top. Right on the roof. Oh, very, very good. Points. I think a few of you are going to pick this up tomorrow. A few have said you're going to wait. I think it should do very well. Can't wait for the repaints. Yeah, I don't know actually. Is it available straight away in the livery designer? I would think it is. You wait by tomorrow night. If it's in the livery designer, you wait. There'll be all sorts of different minion colours. $12 kilometres to the first stop. Yeah, that's what we were saying earlier, Rob, as well. Same goes for any DLC. There's potentially quite a few DLCs coming out in the next 3 months if you look at the roadmap. So, you know, if you don't get this, there's plenty of other choices. There might be something you've got your eye on a bit more. You take bookings, boys. My screen went blank then. I don't think that came through. Might be my monitor that went blank. I don't think it came through on the stream. I didn't see it. Good evening, Terry. How are you doing? Yeah, cheers, Dave. Thanks for coming in. All the best. You're 50-50 on it. Might hold out till Easter. Yeah, fair enough, yeah. Nothing there. That must have just been my monitor. It's probably one of the smart settings. I've had it on for quite a while. It's probably a power setting or something. He just briefly flicked off. Normally it gives me a message saying press any button or else the monitor's going off. But... Tayo likes buses. Good evening. Cheers, wings and things. See you later. The roadmap stream is clashing with me, Ratty. Oh, I know what you mean. It's fine. It's fine. I was doing it anyway, and if some people are watching the roadmap stream, they can watch mine tomorrow if they want to. It's fine. They do this to me occasionally. I pick Mondays because it's generally alright, and then they throw a roadmap stream in on a Monday for some reason. I mean, personally, I went through the roadmap article, and normally after that, I will watch some of the roadmap stream, but it's kind of all in the article anyway. So tomorrow I might just watch bits of it, see if there's anything additional, but usually there isn't. Yeah, Jason just said it there. Yeah, exactly right. I think in the old days, with the roadmaps, they just used to give you a kind of more of a bulleted list, and then you went into the roadmap stream to get the detail around it. I think now there's a few more in the community team. The articles are a bit more detailed, so you can get quite a lot out of it. You were late for both, so you came here. Yeah. Bog cart. Oh god. They're everywhere. It's a solid loco to drive, this though. Very nice to drive. Kind of does remind me a little bit of the German 155. It's that kind of, that kind of feel from the seat. And the 155 is always good for a spin. Down rows ignored, especially. Quite like it down there. Yeah, that vigilance. I don't know if I'll use the vigilance at all. You know. Like I was saying earlier, obviously it makes sense in the real world, but it ain't half annoying when you're playing the sim. Now the German stuff, I can't play now without TSW6 on. I'm still clicking the buttons when I see the speed boards, etc., and the signals. It's really funny. You must train your brain to it. If you try and run it without, you're still pressing it anyway, so you might as well leave it on. Yeah, it's too quick. It is. It's too quick. If it was 30 seconds, then that's fine. It's too quick. Yeah, if you move the handle, it knows you're there, so it doesn't bother you. It knows you're moving, so it's very annoying. It, 155 is pretty close, not with the Joe 90 specs. Yeah, I know what you mean. Hey, Joe 90, I've not watched that for years. You can't go back, can you? You just can't. You can't go back. If you play it and you don't know what the signals mean, that's a little bit different. But once you see the signal, or you see the speed boards, you're just acknowledging it anyway. I'm driving along without TSW6 on, and I'm clicking it anyway. It's funny. Get the brakes off. Don't know why I've still got the brake on. Make sure I put it in release, not quick release. I keep forgetting. That's the one thing you've got to really watch, because it'll get you. Joe 90 was rubbish. It wasn't the best of the Anderson things, was it? I'm partial to a bit of Stingray myself, I must admit. Captain Scarlet was the best. Right, we can get up to 80 on this stretch. It's nice coming this way. I think it's nicer coming this way than the other way we just came. Well, Stingray's still on. Saturday mornings on Talking Pictures TV. If you've got that channel, you should have. It's on Freeview and Sky. TSW is a necessity. If you don't know it, don't play German routes, be boring without it. And I've said that before, that's what I found. I didn't understand it, so I didn't switch it on. And then, once I did, I never looked back after that. And routes I'd been playing for ages suddenly seemed so much better with the TSW6. It was worth just switching it on and learning it. And like I always say, you will, if you don't know it, you will fail quite a lot, but every time you fail you'll learn what it was you did wrong and you'll remember it next time. So it's the only way to do it, really. There's a whistle board. So we have a red coming up after this station. You don't like the horn. Oh, did you have the island as well, Rob? Yeah, I remember that. Tracy Island, yeah. Just creep forward to the red. If we can. Oh, we got the green. We're good. We're all good. TSW6 is more gamer friendly. Railworks and I've got unofficial trains by rail fans themselves. These are hardcore to operate. Yes, I think because you can. I think with TS Classic, because you can. There's a lot of people work on it and mod it and things like that and create a lot of stuff for it. It's a bit more of your sort of hardcore enthusiast if you compare the two. Whereas because with this all the routes come packaged together, you have to play what it is you get. So you can't, you know, if you know the editor, you could create something yourself, but generally everything comes as a package. So, and that'll be mainly because it's on consoles as well, and consoles don't have any way of modding, pretty much. So things need to come packaged. Bogcart horn. The whistle's nice. The whistle's good. Next, I'm going to tell you right now. I'm going to tell you right now so you can get used to it. The Thomas game is coming out on the 17th, isn't it? So I think that works out that I might be able to show it you on this time next week. So if you're complaining about bogcarts, Pete, we might be running up and down as Percy next week. So I'll leave you with that just to get yourself used to it. I don't want any complaints. You can make your plans right now. But I think early access for that should be next Monday. We'll see. This and that. Thank you for the sub. How you doing? Quiz night next week. You're not available next week. Oh, you're all terrible. I think you might be pleasantly surprised. You just have to wait and see. Actually, when is the preview stream for that? Has that even been announced? There's got to be a preview stream. Just checking out the road traffic. They'll secretly buy it. You're right, absolutely right. They'll secretly buy it. It's a good bit of fun. Okay, I won't watch. That's the Prague Liberec highway. Yeah, pretty good. There was actually some signage on the, which I didn't catch, the blue signs showing where it was leading to. Yeah, there you go. Just caught it as we went around the curve. Now if I go to the 8 camera and go up here, we'll try a flyby. Evening, William. How you doing? Is that a steering wheel? No, it's a tap. It's you can see it does the throttle. The tap changer. So rather than have a lever to increase the throttle, you just move the wheel, as it were, around up the notches. Top speed of this one is 100, by the way. I don't know what the freight wagons are. I did have a look at the freight wagons in case they were restricted to a certain speed, but I couldn't find the information on them. I don't know if the speed is on there somewhere. I don't see it. .75 coming up, so let's put a bit of brake in. Someone's going to change that horn to banana. They will. By tomorrow night, all deliveries will be there. Bet you. Right, we've got 1.9 to go. To our first stop. Talk about we're talking about DLCs, by the way, for TSW. The Class 20 that we've got for Tees Valley Was that made by Just Trains or was that DTG? Does anybody know? The Class 20 was a DLC for Tees Valley, wasn't it? Somebody said to me before it was Just Trains, but I don't remember Just Trains being involved that early. I thought it was a DTG. DTG, yeah, I thought it was. I thought it was. The wagon's 100 kilometres. Right, thank you for that. We're all good then on that. I thought they might be restricted. The S and the SS. Right, that's where it is it? I've got you. S is 100, SS is 120. Ah, okay. So the speed isn't written on, just the letter. Got you. That's why I couldn't see it. Now we might have a slight wait here for something to come through. We'll see how we go. So on these, our signal, of course, is the one on the right hand side. The signals are on the right. There we go. Right. It says we got a 12-minute wait, and we can't speed it up. We'll go for a little walk, shall we? That's what we'll do. We'll use a couple of minutes of it up. Let's close that if we can. Go on. Let's go up and close it. We'll have to jump for it. That's it. Right, let's be careful. If anything comes through the tunnel, we'll have a little wander around. Don't know what's in there. Bit of graffiti. Still want to know what the collectibles are. What is that? Is that one? Rail chock. There you go, there's one. Sickcroft, I'm gonna say that is. That's somebody's house. Is that somebody's house? It's got to be. Probably an old station building repurposed, is it? Somebody's house. Probably got a little ticket office on the end somewhere. Yeah, can't get round there, unfortunately, to have a look. Oh, there's the 120 you were talking about. What the heck is that noise? Some kind of braking noise, I think. Nope, I don't want to give up control. Have a look across here. Some decent views, I'll give it that. It's a nice area. Walk back down this side. You wonder how the freight run would be with the 218. Well, you can stick what you want in here in the journey planner mode. You could go all out and put whatever you want on here. Council House in Blackpool. What? I missed something there. The S is when it's loaded. The other boxes are into. I've got you. Okay. Let's have a look on here then. We've got S there. Got to be careful I don't uncouple anything. We'll hop back in, shall we? Are these open, by the way? Can you get in these? You can't get in them. A lot of the wagons you can get in. I know you can do the handbrakes and you can release the brakes, can't you? Individually on these. I think here. DJ Kyle, thank you for the sub. How you doing? And these are kilometre posts, not mile posts, kilometre posts, I assume. Right, let's get back in. We've still got a few minutes to wait. That's pretty neat, isn't it? You've seen how the seat moves. You open the door, the seat slides, so you can get out. It's quite tight in here, isn't it? I think you'd have no chance in here, Rob. I'm just got to say it. Don't do an experience day in this. What was the one you said you did? Was it the underground train? When you were over here, you went on, was it 1972 stock? I can't remember what it was you said. You did show me a photo of it. I'm thinking we should get something through here. Because it's single line, we're going to have to wait. We'll have a quick look, shall we? There'll be something coming through the tunnel very shortly. Could be a couple of minutes away though. Can't see it yet. There we go. Something singular coming through. That's what we're waiting for. It was on several older stocks. It was on a depot too. That was it. Yeah. You're on console, no journey planner. I mean free roam. Sorry, I meant spawning on foot, and then just add whatever train you want to the track whilst you're on foot. So you can still add any, even on console, you can add any train to the track and then just set the path to wherever you want to go, and you can drive it. Right, we've got a couple of minutes. Let this come through the tunnel and then we should be away. I think if it comes through early, it lets you away early. So even though it says 8:50 that we're waiting till, I think it does, in my experience, let you away early if the traffic comes soon. Because there's no point holding you when it's already come through, because you'll be just holding somebody else up later on. Because I've done a couple of these, you always get stopped here on the freight. So we'll wait. Talk about the roadmap. What was everyone's favourite thing on the roadmap? I think you saw what mine are. There's a lot of UK stuff on the roadmap, thrown in with the Tadami line as well, which is looking ever closer. I'm dying to get my hands on the Tadami line. I've been playing the TS Classic version a lot, but as you know, the scenery is just a bit naff. It'll do, but it's not great. A frame rate hogger as well, even on this PC, which is usually pretty good. You did the 67 and 38 some pre-war stuff, and one of these things you couldn't fit through the door. That's what I mean. It's quite narrow, very narrow. Yeah. Yeah, there's not much space at all, is there really? I'll show you, you probably already know, but the safety systems. If you did want to put the safety systems on, they're just here. You would just move this over to start, which is there. And then once it's in start, move it again to the right to active, and that will switch it on for you. And that's basically it, that's how you do it. Quite straightforward really. A lot of work's been done in this engine room. Quite like the fact we can go back here and have a look round. There's a valve here for the safety systems as well. If you close that, then the safety systems won't operate as well. So keep that in mind. A big turbine going there. Make our way back. You have to crouch as well to go in there. Is there anything in here? Electric compartment. There's a few switches that you can mess around with. A few breakers for different things, radio, etc. Regulator, power modes. Yeah, there's a few things in here. I love the fact that it makes that noise as well. Pretty neat. Right, here it comes through the tunnel. This is what we're waiting for. Another single car. Now, hopefully they'll let us go. Once all the points get aligned, it sounds like your knees. They didn't do a recording trip at your house, did they, Bournes? Just bend your knee, Bournes. We'll strap this microphone to the side. Oh dear. Try and prompt it. Might make us wait. Minute to go. Where's that guy going? Crossing? Oh, he's walking down the middle. He's waiting for the next train after us, probably. There's some clag coming out of that unit, look. Anytime now. But once again, thank you for coming in tonight, and for watching all the stuff. There was the first look this morning. There was the roadmap video I managed to just get out before this, and also there's the Preston comparison video as well that I did, which DTG were also kind enough to put out in the roadmap article, which was quite nice of them. So there's been a bit to watch. If I get a chance to play with the 145, which is coming out this week, I will come back with that as well. It just depends on the schedule. When things release quite close together, it's quite difficult to get everything covered, but I'll see what I can do. A bit of a learning curve with that being an expert loco, as you can imagine, so that one takes a little bit more concentration, let's say. That, by the way, is coming out Friday, and like the 101 expert, that's not cheap, that one. So you have to make sure you get your money's worth out of that if you go for it. The Army line is what you're looking forward to, Zellies. Absolutely, it'll arrive eventually. A 37 down here, collect factor 10. Yeah, it would work. It would work. Get a 40 or a Western. It would work. Right. Turn off is 5.9 away, and I think that's as far as we go. That is as far as we go. We've got 5.9. It's a bit of a beast, this loco, especially with another one behind it. Zone 61 on there, so let's do this again. No, not that. I want to do that. 61. So we have to do the arrow. Then we go 6, 1, then F6 to enter it. There we go. So we're in the right zone. Down a 1.4 gradient. With all this weight behind us. The braking's pretty good, I'll be honest. The braking's not bad on both. There's no problems there. Looking forward to Tadami. The Tadami will be a lot like this though. There's a different type of scenery, but very similar from a drivability perspective. But I think Tadami line's longer, is it? Have they said how long the route is? I can't remember. There's been that many updates on it. I can't remember how long it is. This is 75 kilometres. I can't remember for the Tadami. Nice colours in the flowers, etc. as well. Bit of variety on this. Not just all one colour, which is nice to see. But I do agree with you, Tadami definitely will be pretty good once that releases. And again, I think that'll be really popular. Is it 75 kilometres as well? The Tadami line? That's interesting. Right, so same as this. Same as this. Preston to home skirt with bends. Oh dear me. I think it's slightly better than that. I can see where you're coming from though. We don't have to stick our arm out the window at Midge Hall on this one though. So we're alright. 2.9 to go, that's all. So again, this signal here is telling us a 40 is coming up, which we can see in the hood as well. So let's start putting some brakes in. Make sure the throttle's off. Naruto, thank you for the sub. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, we're not doing so good at getting down on this one. Not too bad. I tell you, the brakes are pretty good. Now, let's see how fast they actually release. Probably bring us to a grinding halt. There's the brake gauge over on the right hand side there, you can see. The brakes are fully off now. Put a bit of power back on, then we don't come to a screeching halt. Just need my logo on the side now. If somebody wants to get busy in Creators Club. And here we are back at turn off. Bit of cab sway going on as well. Good evening, Viking. Looks great, yeah. Absolutely, yeah. Put the German stuff in over on the left again. Creep up to the marker, and that's us done. Nice to have a different country for change. It is nice, yeah. It is nice. Delis, thank you for that, buddy. Much appreciated. Thank you for that. Thank you for that support. Alright, 70 meters. There we go. So let me switch back to the big full screen. Don't have a shock. There we go. So that is our new Czech route, which is coming out tomorrow. 10 o'clock on consoles, bit later if you're on PC. But if you do pick it up, enjoy it. Let me know what you think. As always, come back and let me know. Drop me a comment. As I said, if I can get up to speed with the 145 before it comes out, we'll do something on that. If not, we'll cover it a little bit later. But yeah, enjoy the DLC if you pick it up. Until next week, have a good week, good weekend, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for all the support, and see you next time. Cheers, guys.